Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sir Techland, and honestly, today I hope you're doing well. If not, I hope you get better. I hope the day gets better, and if it doesn't get better today, I hope tomorrow is better for you. But I want to make a video, and honestly, I don't know what the plan is for this video, so I'm winging on the bat. So hope this doesn't fall flat. But yesterday I made a video on if anything ever happens to me. I hope I can make anyone on my channel, or even just people who I've entertained in person, happy, and just people around me and happy. Because I know in my life I have made a lot of mistakes and haven't done the best. And honestly, that upsets me a lot because I feel disappointed. I feel disappointed myself. And honestly, I was talking to one of my friends earlier today, and she even said today, we don't talk often, but we talk today. So she told me on call that she has never been as disappointed at anyone as in me, except for herself. And even though it seems really harsh, I understood, because if the only time she's felt that disappointed is in herself, like, that shows a lot of care for a person. There's a lot of you have that person very high sense of being held, or high esteem. I don't know the words exactly, so I apologize if that was not the right wording. But you're holding that person in a certain regard of hoping they do certain things, and they just don't do it. And recently, with my actions I have done, been living life, yeah, I haven't been living the best in life. I have a lot of decisions I could have done better, but I'm still here in this situation I'm in now. Now, granted, it's definitely getting better day by day, but some days are harder than others, and if I made some better choices, yeah, I could have been someone else. But honestly, at the same time, as it does suck being here at times, I won't lie, and there doesn't need to be details in that. I will talk about that sometime in the future, most likely, but I won't get into it right now. But I'm still doing well enough. I'm still doing well. And I forget that at times. Even if I don't do my best, I can still do better tomorrow. And it's still always tomorrow. Now, granted, tomorrow's not always promised, but I'm very confident that I'll still be here tomorrow. And I hope you will be too. A lot of people have self-doubt. I bet most people do. I bet the person watching this, you, the viewer right now, hi. So I imagine you have self-doubt, even not right now, maybe at some point in time you did, about anything. Maybe your job, maybe about the skill you do. Maybe you make art or play instruments. Maybe you have self-doubt in that. Maybe you're a parent and you have self-doubt of, can you raise your kid correctly? Maybe you have self-doubt of, you have this big project, or you have a tournament and you don't know how you're going to do. But self-doubt can come in many ways, in many fashions. Even the people who know they're great in life have some kind of self-doubt, and honestly, I feel like the people who are great in life have the most self-doubt. And that's weird. It's not weird, but honestly, it's still weird. I don't know how to explain it, because as it is weird, it is not weird. When everyone expects something great from you, you expect something great for you, but you know your own abilities, and you're like, can I actually do this? And at least for me, I will be honest, I don't know if I can. Now, I've been coming a distance from where I started. I'm definitely making some waves. But the goals I have in mind are so big, they're so huge, that what if I just fall flat? If I fall flat on my face and everything goes terribly, what then? I guess the answer should be try again. And you fall flat again, then you try again and again and again. And honestly, I probably said this in a video before, but yeah, you should. It's not easy and it hurts. And sometimes it hurts more than other times. But you try again and again until you eventually get it. Life is difficult. Put bluntly, life is difficult. Much more difficult than at least I thought it would be. I don't like speaking for other people, but I imagine you feel the same. It's more difficult than I thought it would be. Just with so many things, with working, with relationships, with even just business, getting food, and it's hard. But doing it day by day, it gets slightly easier. Now, granted, not by much, but as days count, it shows. But the start is always the hardest part, and even after you start, you get to a level where you feel good, but then you feel like you're not progressing anymore, and then that feels worse than not even starting. I have said, and other people have probably said before, that starting is the hardest part. As that's not completely false, that's also not completely true. Because after a certain point of starting, when you start to do something for long enough, you feel like you are just not doing anything anymore. In fact, in jiu-jitsu, when you begin to blue belt, there's actually has a saying of blue belt blues, because it takes about a year to become a blue belt, if I'm not mistaken. If like with constant practice, my bad, with constant practice in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, it, it takes about a year to become blue belt, if I'm not mistaken. So, in blue belt, if you kind of feel like you get stuck of I'm not progressing, getting better of where I'm at, to a point where it's actually saddening, and a lot of people quit in blue belt. There are, I forget the order of the belt rankings right now, but most people quit in blue. And if it's not blue and it's actually white, then blue is the second most common time that people quit. But I believe blue is when most people quit jiu-jitsu. It's because there's too much. Not that it's too much in general, and it might be, but there's so many factors that how can you truly know? One thing that got me very upset yesterday is chess. I love chess. I've been playing for 14 years. I probably have mentioned that in the past couple of videos, I won't lie. But I've been playing for 14 years at this point. And after 14 years, I still feel like I'm still barely above a beginner. And I had the title of legend. And I still feel like I'm still pretty much a beginner. But if you go place me as a beginner, I'll win pretty much every time. Not always, but there's the likelihood of them winning is very slim. But even with that, if I have no one to compare it to, I just feel terrible. And you shouldn't compare yourself to others. That's something I said often. But I don't know where I am if I don't know what others are. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It's, I don't know. I am very motivated by others. And maybe that is, it's not completely a bad thing, but maybe that is my issue a bit. That I get motivated by others, and I don't have others around to get motivated to, then I don't want to do anything. Now, I know I'm not the only person with this, but also, I don't know. But with that being said, I've been talking to this old man in France. So we've been playing chess, and I've been talking to him, and he's one. We have had some amazing chess matches. Like those chess matches were quality. But past that, we have conversations, and honestly, he makes me feel like I need to keep going, no matter what, no matter how hard it gets. I need to keep going. My life and my past has been very difficult, and it's been a struggle. If you go back on this channel when I was like still a squeaker, I just made gaming videos and there was nothing about my life. The closest you could get at that time was like Skullface video. But then I saw you come out and out more of like leaving my show more to even showing just little things in my life, like my like JoJo, my little Yorkie. Now, sadly, at this point, JoJo has been gone for about like 3 or 4 years, I believe. I'm trying to remember. Did he? It doesn't matter. It was sometime. I know Juice World was in 2020, and I can't remember if he was with Juice World or if that was a little after Juice or the year after Juice World. But at this point, it doesn't even matter because there's just so much. But I don't like getting like meeting people, getting touched with people anymore because I know at some point in life I have to leave or they will leave or something, and that feeling is devastating. I feel like I can't deal with it anymore. Having to meet people and then having them leave and then just being alone again, that is awful to me. So I have really developed a thing, a way of just pushing people away. I will meet people and then I'll decide things are going well. I don't want to hurt them. I will say something mean that hurts you, ironically enough, and then you leave. And then I'm alone again. Now I'm sad, but I feel like it's better that you're not around me. Now, why that is, I don't know. I know slightly, but saying that to all of you probably isn't the right person to tell. But I at least wanted to convey to that, yeah, I avoid people so I don't need to deal with the feeling of being hurt. And maybe that's selfish, or maybe yeah, that probably is nothing else there. That just seems selfish. But I'm stopping. I get overly attached or just attached. In life, things can seem very black and white at times, but there's a gray in life, and that's what I have been trying to find for a while now. Finding that gray, well, I have found that gray has had a sort of peace to it. It's not too peaceful where feel like I need to go start some chaos and mayhem, but it's not so chaotic but it's not in all the chaos and mayhem that I can't find peace. There is a certain level to it that I can balance. That there's still some chaos, but there's still some peace in it, and maybe that's what life should be like. I went and started skateboarding again today, and when riding, they just felt like going on with a wave, just bouncing and going with a wave. And I imagine that's why people like surfing. I haven't been surfing. I've only done like boogie boarding in like one time, and I tried to do like skateboarding where you just control it yourself, but no, the water takes you, and I just got thrown off, so it didn't go well. But yeah, you can't control everything, and that's what the issue with a lot of people, that they try to control everything. Then when things collapse on them, they don't know what to do, and I have been controlling in my past. And honestly, my past scares me because, well, what if you go back to your past? There are things you can learn from your past, yes. But you don't need to go and relive your past. But at times, that nostalgia really makes you want to relive your past and just go back to everything. Everything that there was before. But those times are gone. Knowing that there are like about 440 people that are subscribed to my channel right now, while I have 306 videos up, that's a lot of people and that's a lot of videos. But that's not everyone who's going to see me and who's going to follow me. There's probably a lot more that I don't know. I don't know how big this channel will grow. I don't know how successful this would be. But there was one comment yesterday on the video yesterday saying, "Hey, I enjoyed." It was a long comment, so I'm not gonna go over the whole comment. But pretty much, there was a lot in the comment that I really liked, and the person with another comment, they know who I'm talking about. But at the end of it, it was pretty much saying, "I like your videos. I like you and your channel, and just keep doing it." So that comment, just that one comment, gave me an inspiration to just make this video. I didn't know when we're talking about this video, but this video is almost over, and I've said what I said. So sometimes it really just does take one person to say something to inspire you, and you don't even know that person. I remember this one story of a Japanese prison break master. Now, a lot of you probably know the story I'm talking about, a lot of you probably don't. Now, I don't want to get into the whole story. If you want to know about the video, like the story I'm talking about, there's a video on Kendo Bento's channel. Hope he's doing well, by the way. He's been gone for a while. But there's a video on Kendo Bento's channel and about miso soup as sleep or something. But in that video, he was talking about how after being on the run, and after escaping jail, that the guy went sat down on a bench, and the officer sat next to him. Now the officer didn't know who he was, but the officer offered him a cigarette, and at that time, cigarettes were a luxury, so being offered a cigarette was a nice thing. And this guy has been abused by law pretty much all his life. So a member of the law offering him something nice, like pretty much a luxury, that was nice enough for him to tell the officer, "Hey, I did this and I broke out." Now he went back to jail and did his time, but that it took that one small action to really show how much he really. It's a lot. It's rough. It's hard to put in words. And honestly, that's one reason why I like this channel, because I can talk to you and put my thoughts into words. I like talking a lot, but a lot of the time I feel like my thought goes over people's heads, as well as I talk really fast. Zoom, zoom. So here I can one try to calm down on how fast I talk, but also I can also talk for how long as I want without having to be cut off or anything. And you can sit here and enjoy it as much as you want. So, thank you for that. I'm Techno LKP, and I'm out.